Welcome to Starburst Gala. Lorraine's dolls are having a formal dance. They're all dressed up in their gowns and tuxedos. This scene is to highlight all of the fun gowns that I have made for my dolls. We will have a good time seeing them. The gowns are made some out of original fabric, but some are made out of little girls' fancy dresses that I've taken apart and made prom dresses out of. I took men's ties apart and made vests and bow ties for the boys to go along with their vests and to coordinate with the girls' gowns. We will start over here with Lamont and Naomi. Pretty burgundy dress, and he has a vest and tie to match. And over here are three lovely ladies in pretty gowns. We have Sarah in a pretty red dress, and Jessica in a lavender gown, and Cassandra in a pretty peachy orange gown. It was pretty with her red hair. And over here we have Gretchen in a pretty blue gown with lovely lace overskirt and a pretty sparkly rhinestone thing in her hair. And then here is Heber with a vest and bow tie to match. And then here is Charlotta in a pretty gold gown, and Howard in a lovely vest that matches her dress legs. Back here is Noah in a pink vest and tie to match Bonita's pink gown. And then here is Edison. He has a red vest to match Jolene is sparkly red dress with silver. Isn't that pretty? Back in here in the corner are three more lovely girls. Here is, let's see if I can do it this way. Nope, I'm going to do it this way. This is Yvette in a pretty bronze dress. And Edith in a pretty turquoise gown. And Anne in a bright pink dress. Ain't they pretty? Edith's dress here in the turquoise is similar pattern in fabric to the Bonita's dress and to Jessica's dress. Oh, and here we have, this is Trudy in a pretty gown. The skirt to this was a little girl's skirt that I took apart and made a skirt for her gown. And she is dancing with David, and he has a vest and long tie to match her gown. Isn't that pretty? Over here is Dakota and Margarita. Isn't Margarita's dress beautiful? Red with a gold embroidery over it. And Dakota has a red vest and red bow tie to match. And then coming down the stairs here into the ballroom is Nanette. Isn't she pretty? Nanette's pretty dress. The overskirt is the same as Yvette's, only Yvette's has a copper undercolor and Nanette's has yellow. Isn't that beautiful? And then here is Donella in a lovely teal dress with a sparkly gold jewel edging on it. Isn't that pretty? Back here we have Diane and Quincy. Pretty. She has a lovely pink dress, and Quincy has a pink long tie and vest to match. Here in front is Wallace Wallace and Enid. Enid's lavender purple dress was once a little girl's dress. Even took the bow off the dress and put it on the back of her gown. Isn't that pretty? Back over here is our Japanese couple. This is Umi and a burgundy vest and tie to match Zinnia's beautiful gold and red burgundy dress. Back here in the corner is Irene and Ruth. They both have such pretty gowns. It's hard to get. I'm not really good at taking pictures back here in the corner, but they're pretty gowns. And then here is Sabrina and Matthew. Sabrina's got a pretty patriotic dress. Pretty, and she's dancing with Matthew, who's a Marine, in his dress blues. Pretty. And back here in this pink and blue dress is Lucy, and she's dancing with Jacob. But he has a pink vest and bow tie with black spots on it. Lovely red-headed gal here is Rebecca in a pretty yellow dress with a flowery overskirt. Isn't she beautiful? And she's dancing with Edward. And Edward has a pretty yellow vest and bow tie to go along with it. And last but not least is Valerie in a pretty green dress, and Wendy in a pretty lavender dress. These were both little girls' dresses that I remade into lovely gowns. I have more pictures of these gowns and other gowns in a photo album on my doll tailoring page on Facebook. You can check those out. And I will be adding more gowns, because I've got lots more fun fabric and dresses to make gowns out of. The music for this that you hear in the background is some waltzes from a CD called Waltz Around the World by Franz Weingarten, and then some Lawrence waltzes, and a waltz number 2 by Dixie String Quartet, my husband. And when I mentioned that I wanted some music to play in the background for this dance, put together these speakers, and back behind the dolls is a amplifier receiver that plays this beautiful music for this dance. I hope you enjoy this video. I enjoy making these dresses and such for my dolls.